So good morning, everyone. Welcome to the webinar of Thinkcloudly once again. My name is Zoe, and I welcome you all to this webinar that is prerequisite to get into an IT firm. So, moving on with today's webinar, prerequisite to get into an IT can also be described as prior conditions that are required to get into an IT firm. So today we'll be speaking a little importance about IT industry. So an IT industry is really important in today's technology driven world where it becomes important for driving innovations, economic growth and digital transformation while also offering various benefits and opportunities for professionals in this field. So, without any further ado, we are going ahead and welcoming our speaker and the mentor of Think Loudly, Mr. Naman Jain.
Hey, hi, Zoe. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you so much, Naman. Good morning to you as well.
Good morning. Good morning. So, good morning, everyone. So, we see that there are so many students who have joined us already. So, how is everyone doing today? I think we have been meeting after 2 weeks. So, let's just quickly check like how everyone is doing. Let's quickly check Zoe. How's everyone
Yes,
doing?
yes, definitely. Everyone is wishing us good morning. I hope everyone's Thanksgiving went well for everyone. Everyone is good.
Great. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope that we are enjoying our long weekend. So people who are in United States, I am hoping that all of you are enjoying your weekend. Isn't it, everyone? I mean, it happens very rarely that we get like 4 days off in the row, isn't it? Yes,
Really, it does. It happens very rarely, actually.
yes. And I think loudly, Zoe, it doesn't happen at all.
No, no, it does not. We
Even
work
we
on
have been,
Sundays as well.
oh
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
We
Many,
work on
many times
Sundays
it
as
happens.
well.
Many times
Yeah.
it happens like team
Yes.
calling on Sunday, and
Exactly.
even we contact team members on Sunday. So we are very brutal about with our team members.
I won't say brutal. It's just that we love our students and we work to help them. So it's
Oh
that
yeah,
way
it's
around.
a good way of looking at it. Thank you so much.
Ex- Exactly.
Okay, so let me just quickly check with everyone over here. How many of you are excited for today's session? I mean, like, are you guys excited to know what are we going to discuss today? Okay, let me increase your excitement a bit by spilling the beans that what's gonna happen. So in today's session, basically, we are going to explore the prerequisites of getting into IT because majority of our audience they come from non-IT background, and it is our sincere responsibility that we make sure that people have the right strategy before they actually jump into IT. All right. So that's number one. Number two is we have invited one of our guests for today. She is going to share her, great insight, like how did she make into IT. So she's going to share that details with all of us. So it is not going to just inspire us, but also it is going to give us some key information so that we are getting ready for the next interview or probably job market. Okay. Third, I have something special for all of you. I have something which might be which you already know, but it's like a hack. What I want to tell everyone to search a job. So let me see the excitement right now in the chat box. How many of you wants to see that one hack of LinkedIn which can actually take you one step closer to hiring recruiters? How many of you are really excited about that hack? Only one person? What about others?
Mhm.
Okay, five, John. Okay, Sunil. Amazing. So, and then fourth, the most exciting part of the day is the quiz. If you all participate in the quiz, there are chances that you are going to win a free course voucher, which is going to be a 50% course voucher, which you can utilize maybe maybe next year, maybe anytime, in future you want to do something. So these are the four major highlights that we are going to explore in today's session. And please stay with us till the last. It will really help us. And secondly, keep your excitement, in the chat. Make sure that you keep buzzing the chat so we know that, we are actually keeping our audience active. Like we are seeing that audience are actively participating with us. Okay, so quickly, as we have already discussed about the agenda already, I have given you the highlights. I'm going to quickly run through some of the, like quick agenda what we have planned today for all of you. So first, we have a warm up session, like warm up 5 minutes. We'll do a warm up with everyone. We'll guess we'll guess the keyword so that we know that people are actively participating or not. Second, we're going to basically discuss about, like, we're going to hear something from our guest. Third, we'll go and talk about prerequisite to get into IT, followed by quiz, and then how can you get your certificate of participation of this bootcamp. And finally, we'll end this session with an Q&A section so that you guys can actually, drop your questions and we can answer. Okay. So, are you ready, everyone, to guess the keyword? Are you guys ready? I want everyone to participate. I see Aliu, I see Amadu, I see Baba Tunde, I see Daniel. Very familiar names. Foluso is here. Hi Foluso. Hi Femi, Gilbert, Jerry. All of you, you guys are my friend, I am sure. We have Kihu, we have Mark. Guys, everyone have to participate. Teen, Ola, Olivia, great. Olukemi. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Saida, for joining. I really appreciate it. Uh, Sunil. So, all of you are, I am sure that you know me and I know you guys. Uthaman, right? So, thank you, everyone, for joining, first of all. And I need everyone to feel excited about this. And please answer the question in the guess. Let's guess the keyword. Okay, here's the first one. What comes in the blanks? When you need to search through logs and data fast, you use a powerful tool that works unsurpassed. Uh, this tool helps you analyze and find. It's called what? Let's just quickly check. Okay, we have Joss here. Hi, Joss. So when you need to search through logs and data, you use a powerful tool that works unsurpassed. Okay, this tool helps you analyze and find. Which tool are we talking about? SIEM. Okay, that's quite close. We're not talking about the category. We're talking about the tool. You can suggest any other tool if you know out of SIEM tool. Exactly. So this tool is the Splunk. I hope everyone knows this. How powerful this tool is. It's the buzzword in the industry right now. Okay, great. Thank you, everyone. Second question for everyone. When you want to automate deployment, scaling, and management of containerized apps, you need a system that orchestrates containers in stacks. It manages clusters and handles services with ease. This system is known as what? Let's just quickly check all the DevOps guys. You guys have to speak up. What are we talking about? We're talking about containers, we're talking about orchestration, we are talking about clusters. What are we talking about? Teen, Saida, are you sure? Michael, are you sure? Okay, so it's Kubernetes. Okay, so if we talk about only creating the containers, then it is Docker. But when we talk about orchestration, when we talk about automation of deployment or scaling, it comes under Kubernetes, right? So that's the big difference between Docker and Kubernetes. And you will hear this question a lot of time. Third question, everyone. When you evaluate the effectiveness of IT operations, you must ensure compliance and risk mitigation. The process of assessing the system integrity is known as what? So let's see how many people are here from cybersecurity. So when you evaluate the effectiveness of IT operations, you must ensure compliance and risk mitigation. The process of assessing system integrity is known as what? Any idea, everyone? So we are talking about compliances, we're talking about risk mitigation, we're talking about assessing system integrity. What happened, everyone? So we have Rukayat. I think Rukayat, you can answer this, right? We have Vincent. A lot of familiar names today. Okay, it's auditing. So whenever we perform the auditing, right, vulnerability assessment covers only one part of it, but auditing covers the entire compliance risk and everything, right? So it's the auditing. Okay. So whenever you evaluate the effectiveness of IT operations, that comes under auditing. Okay, you guys were quite close though. Very good. Okay, next. So this is the question for cybersecurity again. When you want to prove your knowledge of IT security, this certification is recognized globally for its authority. It's essential credential for a career in security and it's called what? Let's see, which certification are we talking about when it comes to IT security? Which certification are we talking about, guys? Okay, so this is the Security Plus. Yes. So all the people over here in the room today, whether you belong from cybersecurity or not, Security Plus has become a key ask of every recruiter. So make sure that you are actually getting this certificate because it can add a lot of advantage. Because this proves that your basics of cybersecurity is clear. You're one step ahead of everyone. Okay, so let me quickly check in the in the audience. How many of you already have this CompTIA Security Plus, and how many of you want to have this Security Plus? Great, Alexander, Jerry, very good. Sunil, wow, good, great. So we have some people over here who already have it. Wonderful, Roderick, Ibukun, amazing. Femi is in progress. Great, amazing guys. Yes, so CompTIA Security Plus is certainly a very important one, and make sure you have it. If you don't have it, uh, work towards it. Okay, great. Now, I hope everyone is charged enough for today's session. I That's why we keep this, the Let's Guess session. Now, let me welcome Rania. She's one of our student at Thinkcloudly. Uh, she's quite a nice lady, I would say that. She has been with us for a while, and I would like to invite Rania. She has secured a job as project coordinator. You must have seen some of the screenshot we basically circulated. It is exactly the message from her. So, Rania, I would like to welcome you. If you can unmute, you are allowed to unmute on Zoom. So, I would like to welcome you, and yeah, it's my privilege to welcome you, not as a student but as a guest today.
Thank you, Norman. How are you? How's everyone doing?
I'm doing great, and I'm sure that everyone is also doing great because everyone is enjoying their Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and this weekend.
Mhm. Oh, that's exciting.
Absolutely. So, Rania, as we spoke, last night, that I wanted to invite you to inspire people to tell about your story. What have you been through? What were you doing earlier before getting this role? And how's your current job going? And what's your plan? And some of the tips what you can share with us, which can really be taken as a key point, key takeaway, a key learning from you.
Okay, so based off my experience, I started the program last year around, was it September? I don't remember. But prior to that, I was working as a travel agent. So I was just talking about my experience. Last year, I was working as a travel agent, and I met a young lady that was already in the program, and she told me about the program, introduced me to Nauman, and I was like, okay, I don't know anything about IT. I don't know. I don't have any background on that. So I decided to look into project management. I spoke to Nauman, and he walked me through the process. And I joined the class. I met excellent teachers that were great and helpful. Of course, they help you with your resume. They help you polish your resume, your LinkedIn. They help you with interview questions and answers, things of that, to boost your confidence. Um, so I got my certification. Of course, the job marketing is so challenging now. I've been applying I applied to over 100 jobs. That's how challenging it is out there. So I guess my advice is to keep pushing. It doesn't matter how many rejection letter you get. One yes is gonna open doors for you. So don't give up hope. I just recently landed a project coordination job, and I'm taking it as a stepping stone to open more doors. For me to become a project manager. So even if it's not the job that you're looking for, don't shy away from, getting an entry level job just to boost your knowledge about whatever certification it is. So just one step at a time. I'm not some people, if you apply, you will get the job. I'm not going to say you're not going to get it, but that's not for everyone. So if that doesn't work for you, like me, don't be discouraged. Just continue, be inspired, keep pushing. When is the right time, God will open that door for you. This program is very, I don't know what's the word. It helps you,
Okay,
just
so
boost your knowledge. Yes.
great, great. I mean, that definitely it gives some, some energy to people over here who actually apply every day. But, rejections are quite common in IT, whether it's interview rejections, whether it is application rejections. However, Rania, how many interviews have you gone through? Like, have you gone for multiple interview or it was just one and it was a click? So, if
No, I had more than 4 interviews, different interviews. So,
Okay, I mean, you mean like four different companies, right? Four different
yes,
organizations you went for
correct.
the interview. And what about your current job? Is it like something what you are working from home, or it's an hybrid, or it's an on-site role?
It's on site and also hybrid. So, you get 2 days from home and 3 days from office.
Okay, amazing, amazing. So when you were actually going through, the interview process, if you can recall, what was that one thing you actually wanted to, I mean, you actually come across while you were getting into interviews? So were there actual, like they were asking some common things during the interview process? Have you find anything common during the interview process?
It's the same interview questions, just in different ways. Tell us about yourself. Of course, if you say that you have experience, they're going to ask you more about the job just to see if you really do have the experience. So, I would say just be honest.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, whatever knowledge you have gathered in, let's say,
Yeah,
during the course, and you're just putting that in a right format and putting in front of them. I think they will understand that, right? So, and also like when you actually went, like when you got the offer letter, I'm sure that they must have released the offer letter after the background check, right? So how
correct.
long did it take for the background check to happen and also for the offer letter to be released?
Everything was so fast. I want to say doesn't take that.
Sorry, Rani, can you hear me?
Yes, it took about a week. Everything, the background, drug test, and I just started right away.
Okay, okay, amazing. Rani, actually, your voice is coming from a little far, but I can barely hear you. Yeah.
Can
So
you hear me
it
now?
no, there's a slight switch. I think something happened to the voice. Yeah. So I mean, you're saying that it took like a week time for the entire process to be done, correct?
Yes.
Amazing. And what is the salary range someone can expect? When landing a job as project manager or project coordinator, what is the salary range? I don't want to ask your salary for sure, but actually at least like what is the salary we can expect?
Around 67 to 75.
Oh, 67 to 75. Okay, that's like quite a range what people can land a job. Amazing. Sure. But at least you are able to place your foot in the door by being in IT, correct?
And that's a good rate for just starting new. So,
Absolutely, absolutely. It is certainly a good range, It's a per hour price you're talking about, right?
correct.
Amazing, amazing, Rania. So, thank you so much, Rania. I really appreciate that, you took out your time. I'm sure that we have a lot of women here who are learning with us. They always have one question, whether can I make it into IT or not? But I think you're a true example of this thing, and you are inspiring everyone. Isn't it, everyone? What do you think? Is it inspiring or not that Rania is someone who comes from a travel agent background, but today she's working in IT as project coordinator, where she has given us like she's told like she went for so many job applications, so many rejections, which were quite normal, and went for 4 interviews and got one job. So thank you so much, Rania, for your presence. I really appreciate that you took out your important time and joined this session.
Thank you guys for having me, and good luck to everyone in your journey.
Thank you. Thank you, Rania. And Rania, please stay in touch. If you need anything at any point of time, Thinkcloudly is always your one stop. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Bye. So I hope everyone, I mean, all the best, Rania. Like we have received a lot of messages for you. Congratulations and all the best for you. A lot of wishes for you. So I hope this has actually inspired a lot of people over here, isn't it, guys? Do we have anyone here who feels little inspired, little bumped up that yes, I can make in IT. If Rania can, then I can certainly. Great. See, it's all about your perseverance, your consistent, your every day. The one thing what Rania said, and it was quite very important. Take your like every day one at a time. It has to be like we need to focus on today, whether we are focusing 100% on this thing or not, and then we are moving on to the second thing. So Rania has dropped a message for all of you in the chat as well. If you want to take it, you can. Okay. So I know many of you knows me. You guys have interacted with me in the past as well. Quick introduction about myself. My name is Naman. I come with 13 years of experience, which is about to be 14 years very soon. I started my journey as software developer with Microsoft. Later, I was hired by Deloitte and IBM. I worked on different projects for MTN Nigeria, McDonald's, you know, Ministry of Finance. Like I could able to work on different portfolios. Coming to my own expertise, I have my expertise on cloud, DevOps, cybersecurity, and because I have managed a lot of projects, so little I've gotten little experience with project management as well, and I have my master's in AI. So why I'm introducing myself to all of you. At any point of time, you have any problem at Think Loudly, route your problem through me. Give me a chance to fix it. I can promise you that I can make your experience a little better with the help of the backend team because we are the team of 140 experts at Think Cloudly. Okay, so do we have anyone who has never interacted with me in the past? Like I think everyone has interacted with me in the past, right? But if anyone who has not, you guys can feel free to reach out to me anytime. Okay. So guys, this is one important thing for all of you. So we create a lot of study material, lot of resources. According to your interest, you can provide us the skill name you want to focus on. So we are going to send you one form in the chat box right now. Take your minute out and try to fill that form so we have your interest captured, and that interest will help us to provide you the study material what is required for your journey. Because our content team, we have a content team, and when our content team works on that particular thing, I request everyone don't drop your interest in the chat. You can fill the form. There's a form we are posting in the chat. You guys can quickly fill the form. It can really help you. It will take just a minute. You can tell us your interest, and we will make sure that the study material whatever we create, when we upload it on the portal, we also can send it to you via email or via something. Okay. So now let's understand that before we proceed, our motivation is very important. When we are investing our time, money, and our efforts, it is quite important that we understand that why IT. So let me ask this question from everyone. Why do you think that IT is a great career option as of today? Let me ask this question from all of you. Why do you think what is that one reason that we should consider IT to be that one industry? What is your own reason that you want to be in IT? You can be frank with me. If someone says money, I have no problem with that. Let's just quickly check. And I want everyone to answer this. Great. Money, correct. Flexibility, yes, it pays well. It's paying. You're right. It's paying. That's number one thing. It's paying. Something we need. And changing of your career work-life balance, definitely. So one important stats what we have found right now, as per the studies, that IT jobs are projected to grow 131% by 2030. So looking at the demand right now, so let's say if the demand is of 100,000 jobs, it is going to double up or more than that within next, let's say, 5 years of time. So when an industry is growing, it is a time that we get absorbed in it, right? For example, when there was a time of automobile, right? At that point of time, a lot of people started working, in manufacturing units of cars, of different designs, right? Automobile designs. So today it's a time for IT. So people who are able to, get into IT, they are able to place their foot in the IT. The chances of being in IT is higher. Your job security is more. And the average salaries are above $145,000. Even some of you who are already in IT, you can confirm, or some of you, if you have heard this, that $145,000 is quite common if you're able to upskill yourself in some of the trending technologies. So, can anyone confirm me if anyone knows about it? I think Tyrone can confirm that whether average salaries are above $145,000 or not, right? Benefit of being in IT. So there are four major benefits of being in IT. Remote work, you can work remotely. Let's say if you have some problem and you want to work from home, there is a possibility. But ask your profession where you are right now. Can you work from home? If you're working as a nurse, can you work from home? Right? It's going to be very difficult. But IT gives you that flexibility. Second, job security. Now nowadays, a lot of people have heard about layoffs. Have you guys heard about layoffs? How many of you have heard about layoffs a lot in IT? Right? Is it quite common in IT or not? Right? But tell me one thing, everyone. Layoffs are not common in IT alone. Layoffs are common everywhere. Right? You pick any industry. If there's a slight change happens in the organization, let's say a restructuring, or let's say cost cutting, right? It's not just about it's downsizing, right, Sunil? So it's not just about IT. It's about like any industry, any organization can go on layoff at any point of time. It is not about IT. It's just because on LinkedIn, there are so many jobs, there are so many people who are working in IT, they always talk about layoffs. But let someone is saying over here in Alexander is saying in the comment that it's very common on oil field. So you can imagine that layoffs should not be a point of demotivation at any point of time. So if you hear a news which says 13,000 people have been laid off within 1 hour, right? So that should not become your demotivation point, because that's quite common in IT. But I can show you so many people who can confirm that there is a job security in IT. Okay. Third reason is high demand. Always remember, you are most valued person when you work in the demand. This is what I want to repeat to everyone. When you work in an industry which is high in demand, that is where you are always valued. You get that value over there, right? And the career growth, I think in my 13 years, I have never seen even a single day which is similar to my past, because every day I am growing. My knowledge is growing, my circle, my network is growing, and I am growing with my profession. So career growth is important. Do we have anyone over here who is doing the same thing every day for over a year? Do we have anyone here in the house right now who is actually doing the same job every day, or no one? So if you are working in non-IT, you will find that every day, you are doing the same job. So ask yourself, am I learning something? And if the answer is no, then it's not your growth. Growth comes when you learn, when you do something new, right? So that is a question what you have to ask yourself. And being in IT, I have not seen a person working in IT who is doing the same job every day, right? Because you are updating your skill, as someone is mentioning already, is mentioned that we have to update our skills. So these are, that is, I wanted to speak about these important things because this is my role for all of you to tell you that our motivation is that we work towards IT because this is the career option we need to take for future. Okay. So now, are you ready for to be part of this transformation from your non-IT to IT, or from, if you are already in IT? But this is a question for everyone which you have to realize and you have to answer me that are you ready to be part of this transformation? Okay. A very important question I always ask my students, okay, or students at Think Loudly. And this is the question for all of you. Guys, if in case, let's say that you're not able to find a job in next 3 months, will you stop will you stop putting efforts? What is your answer to this? No. We will still push ourselves. We will still learn new things. We will still apply more jobs. We will still do new stuff. But because I have already onboarded onto a journey of being into IT, I'm going to keep learning, keep going, keep growing. Okay. That's why it's quite important that if at any point of time a lot of people get little demotivated, don't let this happen to yourself. Okay. Okay, so now let me ask you this question before I can proceed further. Coming back to the topic of today's, which is like, what are the prerequisites to be in IT? Can anyone tell me what are the prerequisites of being in IT? When I say prerequisites, it means that you need to have some knowledge or of something, right? Or maybe some certificates in the past. So let's say you want to be in IT, you are someone who is stepping into IT very first time. So what should be your prerequisites? Basic knowledge, some knowledge. Can everyone please tell me what are the prerequisites? Determination, passion, yes. What else? Just be creative, correct? Okay. So surprisingly, we have kept this session, but the answer is there is no prerequisite at all. There is none. There's no prerequisite. So the whole idea is that being in IT, there is no prerequisite. But let's say that you choose an IT field, okay? Let's say cybersecurity, or let's say AWS, right? Or let's say DevOps. So to be, first of all, the whole idea is that if you come, if there is an age factor, if there is any other problem, so we don't have a prerequisite, we don't have any condition as such that you cannot find a job in IT. That has been proven by multiple people that there was no prerequisite. People started their journey, they completed the program. Once they completed the program, because they worked really hard, and they found the job. Okay. Can I give you some examples of those people who have landed the job? Can I give you some examples, some crazy examples, right? So, like, I'm giving you examples of of people who are still connected with me. Okay. Number one, a truck driver who is driving truck for almost 25 years. Can you imagine he got a job as cloud engineer in Google? Isn't it a crazy example? He never had any education background. He never had any degree in IT. Can you imagine a truck driver who has never spent even a single minute in IT, but he found his first job in Google? He stopped driving truck and now he's working successfully in Google, right? Is it something which is interesting or not, everyone? Okay, let's look at the second example. The second example is, can you imagine a nurse? Can you imagine a nurse landing a job in NASA as junior DevOps engineer. Can you imagine a nurse who is originally from country like Cameroon, and she is the one, she has worked very hard. She was a she's a mother of three kids, and she has landed a job in NASA. Can we imagine the situation, everyone? Can we imagine? Okay. Third, a lady who works in the farm, okay, a lady who works in the farm, she's working for leading investment bank, okay? She's working for leading investment bank as security specialist. Can you imagine? All these three stories, I'm telling you, everyone, these stories have actually worked. We have someone over here, Michael Patterson, in the chat, like he posted me just now. He was a train operator for 15 years, but today he's working on a position called SOC analyst, right? Now, tell me, for all these people, what were the prerequisites? The prerequisites were none, right? The lady who used to work in farm, she was 55 years old, right? A truck driver was actually almost 50 years old. A nurse who was working, who was having three kids, she's at least 42, 43 years old. And now she's working in NASA. So age is not a factor, education is not a factor. Okay. So what are the prerequisites? Always remember, everyone, what are the prerequisites? The prerequisites are that we are basically we are choosing our career option. Whether we choose cybersecurity, AWS, DevOps, project management, or anything, we need to make sure that we are just walking towards it. Okay, we're just gaining the skills which are related to this field. Okay, we are upskilling ourselves and gaining the multi skills. So that's more important for us. Always, this actually keep us one step backward, that I don't come from an IT field, that's why I cannot learn. And that's something which I want to break it, because that's a myth. What I believe it's not right. So that's why we have mentioned over here, you need one moment. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so one second. Give me a second, everyone. Okay, so it's a myth what we have to break, that you don't need a computer science degree at all. Okay, and it's not too late to launch your career in IT. Always remember that. How many of you agree with me right now that we don't need a computer science degree to work in IT? Can everyone say yes if you agree with me? And also, is it too late to be in IT? It's never too late to be in IT. It's just sometimes that your time is not right. Maybe that's the only thing. Okay. So nothing can keep you can hold you back. Always remember, nothing can hold you back. That's very important over here. Okay. Now, one thing which is very important for everyone. So tell me this thing. Let's say if someone is learning, you know, let's say cybersecurity. Okay. So someone is attending a program on cybersecurity, or someone is upskilling in cybersecurity. Should they go for artificial intelligence or not? What do you suggest? Should they be learning artificial intelligence or not? How many of you agree with me that they need to learn artificial intelligence? That is the problem, everyone. If it is not relatable skill, please don't learn. Okay, that's very important. You have a limited time with you, isn't it? You don't have the whole life, right? It is very important that you talk to your mentor, talk to your instructor, talk to your someone who you trust, and find out what are the relative or relatable skills. For example, after SOC analyst, do SOC, and after security, cyber security, do SOC analyst, or do Linux, or do networking. right? These are relatable programs. These are relatable skills so that you can defend yourself in the interview. But can you reinvent the whole wheel? Can you start learning anything? Okay, I met someone in the party yesterday and he said, "Hey, AI is getting trending. Start learning that." And I've been doing my program for almost 3 months on cybersecurity. Now someone has told me about AI. So I leave my program behind and I start learning AI. Is it the wise decision for everyone? So this is something what all of you have to remember throughout this journey, that make sure that you run related skills only, so that it gives you a potential to apply for multiple roles. You can apply for multiple roles. That's number one. And number two, it will help you to defend yourself in the interview. Let's say if someone starts asking about networking, because it is a related skill of cybersecurity, so you start talking about it. Okay. So always remember this. For example, for AWS, right? What are the related skills? For AWS, it's DevOps, what you should do next. Okay. Now, second, what you should do, you can do AWS security. Okay. So, or you can do probably, let's say, Linux, right? So, these are the relatable skills you need to develop. If you develop something which does not have any connection, I'm telling you, you will fail and it will not help you at all. You will waste your money. So it's better that you discuss with someone and take the necessary action. Okay. So what will you do? What will you do, everyone? If you meet someone in the party tomorrow, will you still take the suggestion and consider it, and you start uh, learning it even without discussing with your mentor or instructor? Will it be a wise decision, everyone? Let me repeat this question for everyone. If you meet someone in the party tomorrow and and that person is suggesting you something, will you keep your eyes closed and accept his suggestion? So the answer is big no. Okay? If you have a question, ask me. If you have a question, ask your instructor who has spent multiple years in IT. They will be able to give you, better suggestions. Today, what is the problem is, if one formula works for someone, right? They try to sell that formula to 100 people. Is it really compulsory that it is going to work for all the 100 people? It will not work. So that's why whatever you are doing, every field of IT has a demand. That's number one. Okay? Don't compare your fields. You just have to make yourself perfect in that field. So every field of IT has a big demand. Okay? So now, identify your interest and gain relevant tech skills. So that is something what I've been talking to all of you. Work on life projects and get industry experience. Okay. This is something what I always emphasize a lot. Can anyone tell me how to basically get exposure to live projects? What is the way to get exposure to live projects? Any suggestions, anyone? I mean, everyone over here, I think you must be feeling that I'm not experienced. How many of you feel that I am not experienced? How many of you feel that I am not experienced? Okay. So see, let me tell you one inside, one inside story. Okay. Are you ready, guys? Do you want to listen to me? What I'm going to tell everyone right now? It's a very important story for all of you. I was working in Deloitte. Okay. I was working in Deloitte on a role called Cloud and DevOps Engineer. Okay. I was working on a role called Cloud and DevOps Engineer. You know what? For initial 6 months, right? For initial 6 months, I was doing the same task every day. Okay. It was the same task. What was the task? Create a script and run on servers. Every day for 6 months, I'm doing the same task. Okay. Every day. And so this is one scenario, everyone. This is scenario number one. And second, I basically went to some portals and created some use cases and created 5 different projects for myself. And I executed these projects, which took me only 1 month of time. Okay. I created some containers. I created some pipelines connected to servers. I installed some softwares on 500 machines, right? So at my home, in 1 month, I did these 5 projects. But at my job, which is my original job, I was working for 6 months but doing the same task. So tell me one thing, scenario one will give me more experience, or scenario two will give me more experience? You guys have to answer me this. This is important for everyone. I want to break one myth for everyone here. A lot of people think that if I am working for an organization for 2 years, I'm learning a lot. But that's not true if you are doing the same thing. So that is why if you attend 1 month of projects, if you learn 1 month of use cases and do practical hands on, you can be more experienced than someone who is working in the industry for 6 months. This is a myth I want to break for everyone, right? Are you getting my point? What I'm trying to explain, everyone? Is it confusing? Do you want me to repeat this? I'm trying to explain you a very real myth which I want to break today is if you're working for 6 months and doing the same task every day for an organization, you're really working for it, you're getting paid for it. This is your situation one. And your situation two is that you, at your home, you have experienced 5 different projects. You created the whole pipeline, you deployed the application on 500 servers, you created the whole infrastructure with the help of Terraform, right? You did everything. You explored 5 different tools. So now tell me, exploring those 5 different tools will give you more experience, or doing the same task on your job for 6 months will give you more experience, right? So situation two is going to give you more experience because you will experience everything in your lab. Trust me, nothing, not a very big difference you will find on the work. I've been working in the industry for 13 years. I have seen myself projects. People get hired, they do the same job every day, right? But when they attend training, they learn 3 times more than what they are doing at job. So that is why if sometimes this thought comes across your mind that because I have never worked in IT, okay, I have never worked in IT, I have no experience. So please don't don't worry about it. If you attend consistent live projects, right? If you attend consistently live projects, or you are able to create case studies. When I say case study means you're solving a problem statement, okay? You are solving a problem statement with the help of tools in IT. That's where your projects actually going to give you information. Okay? That's where you will learn and you will gain experience. Got it, everyone? Does it make sense, everyone? Okay. Next thing. I want to let me break one more myth. Are you ready, everyone? Can I break one more myth for everyone here? How, okay. So another myth is, how many of you thinks internships are possible? How many of you think internships are possible? Or you can say internships. Do you think internships are possible? Let me break this myth for everyone. The internships are not available at all. Not available at all. Please always remember. Internships are not there at all. Not at all. See, internships are made for people who are attending, let's say, bachelor's or master's program. Okay, bachelor's and master's program internships are mainly for those people. Okay, why? Because they want to pick some people who are fresh blood. Okay, and they want to basically put them into an environment, and they always prefer people on internships for the people who come with who are attending the master's program or bachelor's program. But people like us who are trying to break into IT, right? The people who are trying to break into IT, they never consider us. Even if you apply for intern positions, 99.5% you will find that they will reject you. Okay? They will reject you. Trust me. Is it disheartening, everyone? Is it really disheartening? Even the diploma programs, after master's program, there is no guarantee that you will get internship. Internships are so less. Is it disheartening? See, the reason why I'm telling you this, because I don't want you guys to waste time on internship search. I want you guys to focus on contract jobs. Okay. I want you guys to focus on full-time jobs. Those are quite available and you can easily find it. People who try to search for internships, that's a waste of time. And that is why I wanted to share this with you. Many people think that I will search an internship. See, this is not going to happen until you have a strong connection within the organization. Let's say if a manager is working as a project manager somewhere, and he has opportunity for 5 interns and he's your best friend. In that case, your chances are there that they will hire you. But if you don't have any friend like that, they will never hire you. Trust me. Are you getting my point, everyone? Are you finding this information relevant? Because this is what I've been able to share with you from an experience. I don't want you to, you know, get diverted. Like some people say, hey, go and apply for internship, go and apply for apprenticeship, right? But do you really think it is really possible in this whole world where people are getting well paid, they will hire interns, unexperienced interns? Yeah. So this is not possible. And in case it is possible, then you are someone who is very, very lucky. But do you really want to waste time over there? Or you want to go and find a job instead? Because your time is quite limited. You have you can apply, like, say, maximum 25 jobs a day. So will you still apply for intern jobs, which is actually a black hole? You never know even if it is going to come back or not, right? So because we have limited time, this is my sincere suggestion for everyone, that internships are quite limited and only limited to students who are attending masters, and even who are attending masters, they are not getting internships. Trust me, they are not getting internship. A lot of people have come and have told this information and shared with this information. So it's not about getting disheartened. It's all about that we have to focus on contract jobs and full-time roles. That should be our focus. Are you guys okay with the information what I'm sharing with you? Are you having a good time till here? Any questions so far, anyone? Because I'm trying to share something which I cannot share to one by one. It's not humanly possible for me to come and share to all of you one by one. That's why I'm trying to share with the medium of this session. Okay, great. If anyone has any question, please do let me know. I promise you, I will try my best. I can share all my insights, whatever I have. Okay. Now, getting certified is the key. Okay. That's very important for all of you. So please get yourself certified ASAP. That's very important. Okay. So make sure that you are you are basically getting certified. Okay, I will tell you, teen, I will tell you how to get live projects. Just give me a moment. I'm gonna tell you that what are the ways to get the live projects. So make sure that in your own field, identify what are the important certifications and get your certifications as many as possible, because that's gonna be very helpful. If you have multiple certifications, that's gonna be really very helpful. Okay, develop problem solving skills. Okay, this is something what I want to tell you, every one of you. How many of you think, or how many of you get upset when you are unable to find a solution of a problem? Let's say you are installing Kali Linux, or you're creating virtual machine, or you are working on AWS, or working. Do you really feel irritated? Do you really feel frustrated sometimes when you're stuck in a problem? See, the idea is not getting stuck in a problem or getting upset about it. It's very important. It's very important that you look for a solution. Okay. How can you look for a solution? Number one is that you can find many YouTube videos about it. You can just look at the process. Are you following the right process or not? Okay, that's number one. Number two, you can contact Thinkcloudly team, or you can contact your instructor if instructor can pitch and can assist you with that problem. Third, it may happen that your device is not suitable. Like sometimes we explore some big projects, and at that time our device like laptop is not compatible. That is quite a rare case, but this can also be a case, right? So develop this problem solving skill. Don't leave. If you're stuck somewhere, that again should not become a point of demotivation. Okay, so if you're stuck on a problem, you need to find out a way that how do I fix this and move on to a next problem. Okay, this is something what you need to develop in yourself, because this is something what we have been observing, that people leave everything in the middle. And I think leaving in the middle is not the solution, right? Okay, network and join IT communities. So how many of you are part of IT communities on LinkedIn? Let's just quickly check how many of you are part of IT community on LinkedIn. Okay, you're part of IT community. Very good. Okay. Now the second question is, how many of you are part of 10 communities, or probably 15 communities? Say no if you are not. I want to hear no so that I can provide you some solution out of it. Great. Okay. Okay. How many of you have like are part of communities, and the audience size of that community is not even more than 10,000 people, right? That's where the big problem is. That's where the big problem is, right? So we need to join LinkedIn communities, LinkedIn group, whatever information they provide, you need to look at those information. Secondly, even you can post some information, some quite vital information. Let's say you create some notes, post on LinkedIn communities. Let people see you. Let people see that, okay, this person is doing something, right? And LinkedIn communities is being helpful always. Do you want to see it, guys, everyone? Can I show you real quick? How can you join the LinkedIn? It's quite easy though. It's just like you have to search on LinkedIn. Let me just show you. Let me just see if I can show you real quick. Oh, what's the problem? Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out. I'm able to see it here. 1 second. Okay, let me know once you can see my screen. Can everyone see my screen, please? Okay. So now over here, you can search basically, let's say AWS. Okay, with the keyword AWS, cybersecurity, Cisco. There are so many keywords you must be aware of. Okay. Now over here under this groups, you can just go under this group and it will tell you how many people are there. Okay. Sometimes you're not allowed to post in the group, sometimes you're allowed to post in the group. Okay. So make sure that you join such groups, because joining this group is going to basically give you a lot of information. So they have like daily quizzes, someone is posting like a polls, someone is giving you some architecture diagrams. And try to read these diagrams, try to see what it is done, like some complex diagrams what you're not getting. Managed services on Azure clouds, what are those? At least come across these things. Okay. And such groups can be really important, right? Some such groups can be really important. For example, Toronto IT jobs. you know are you already part of such groups? You can see over here there are 1100 people who are already part of it, right? So you can basically find such groups, as many as possible, and be part of this group. See if you can be part of this group, what will happen. Then you can basically reach out to these people. Let's say if you want to reach out this lady, you can follow it. If she's the one who is actively hiring, let's say placement is available, or someone is basically hiring, so you can always go back and come to this group and explore. So being part of community is the key. So, how many of you are going to promise me that you guys are going to join the WhatsApp community? How many of you are going to join sorry, not the WhatsApp community, it's a LinkedIn community. I'm sorry. Are you sure, guys, that you're going to be doing it? At least join 20 to 25 right communities. It can be related to jobs, it can be related to skill, what you're working on. Okay. Regularly post if they allow you to post. If they are posting something, try to spend some time, read on it. It will give you some extra knowledge around what you're learning. Okay. That's something what you all have to know. Okay. So now is the time for a hack. Can I tell you like how can you uh, come one step closer with the recruiter? Is everyone ready to see how can we basically come one step closer to the recruiter? Okay, let me see if I still remember it. I don't apply jobs anymore, but I can see. I want maximum yeses. I see there are almost 140 people right now. So can I get like maximum yeses, everyone? Only the same people are responding. What about Rajiv? We have Rita, Rukayat, Saida, amazing. Sunita, Tai, amazing. So now all please focus on this. This is very important. So what we do, we search jobs like this, right? AWS. Let's say if I'm looking for a job, I will search with the keyword called AWS, and jobs will basically pop in front of me, right? And when the jobs basically pop in front of me, over here I can start searching jobs in Canada. Am I right, everyone? Is this what we do? Correct, everyone? Is this what we do while we search for a job? Now, so this is a plain method of applying for a job. But you know what happens? Generally, some of the recruiters, they don't consider job posting the way of hiring. They don't want to hire people by posting the job. There is one more way. So what you can do with your skill, just type in capital letter and say hiring. Okay. So you have to type and type hiring. AWS and hiring. Cybersecurity or security and hiring. Okay. IT auditing like GRC and hiring. So you can basically put such keywords and click on like enter. When you enter, now what will happen over here? You have to click on jobs and over here click on posts. So when you click on the posts, right, what will happen? You will find the profiles of those recruiters directly who are hiring in your same country wherever you are. Okay, you can basically, if you find some filters over here, you can select the country as well, in my opinion. Just a moment, let me see if we can see the country over here. We don't see the country over here, but you can see, like, you can see that there are many recruiters you can find. You can connect with them, you can follow them. So whenever they are posting, let's say, see this Java developer for AWS, you can still apply. If something matches, you can still apply for this job. So all these hiring recruiters, they're not just posting the job, but they do a regular posting also. And over here, you can basically see if it is 5 days old, and you can directly get in touch with the recruiter and can request, are you hiring for this job role? Can you consider me? This is the direct way of reaching out to recruiters directly who are posting jobs every day. And that will increase your reachability, or visibility, you can say, to the recruiters. So, how many of you are going to do this? How many of you are going to do this? Let me ask this question from everyone. Let's say if I do this security and hiring, and over here I should be selecting my post. And over here you can see here like people like security manager, they're hiring for persistent systems, right? So you can, this is a keyword, what you have to place, and keep the and in capital. That's the query you do on your LinkedIn, and put hiring as a keyword. So whosoever is hiring, you will be able to search them directly. And that's how slowly and gradually you will create the network with all of them. Okay. So this is a hack I wanted to share with everyone. This has been very helpful for some of our students who have recently found the job. So I think you guys will follow this. So are you still enjoying this session till here? I hope I'm not taking too long for everyone. Like I'm not, just because we are already up the time. Just a moment. Let me open the link again. Great. Just a moment. I'm resharing my screen, everyone. Okay. So that's all, guys, from my end. I hope everyone enjoyed the session. We meet every 2 weeks. If you know that, we all meet every 2 weeks, and we conduct such sessions every 2 weeks on Saturday morning. We still have the quiz, everyone, so don't start leaving. You can save my number 7257109949 at any point of time. You want to connect with me. You want to give the feedback. You want to basically having some issues with the class. I can make sure I can route it to the right person within the team. Okay. And I'm gonna share my LinkedIn address. If anyone who is not connected with me on LinkedIn yet, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn as well. Just a moment. Let me see if I can real quick. Oops. One moment, everyone. I'm gonna share it right away. So if you want, you can be stay connected with me on LinkedIn, and you can always reach out to me on LinkedIn as well. Just okay. So we'll just jump onto the quiz section now. One moment. Okay, just a moment. Okay, don't forget everyone to please. This is again my sincere, request from every one of you. At Think Loudly, we are sincerely trying our best that we grow this platform. We help as many students as we can, keeping our prices almost affordable as compared to other organizations, keeping minimum number of students in one group, like 3 to 4 people in one group. We are trying our best. If you think we are doing a great job, we are working very hard day and night, the complete team, you can please refer your friend. It would really make a big difference to Think Loudly as a platform. So please refer your friends. And return, please, you will earn $100 as a referral bonus. So make sure that you guys are referring your friend. You can reach out to me directly and provide the contact number to me or any one of the admin team, so we can basically reach out to your friend. And your friend, if your friend registers with us, you will earn $100. Okay, so that's my sincere request from everyone. Please consider Think Loudly to be your family, and it's our responsibility that we grow Think Loudly as a platform, and it reaches out to many people and transform many more lives, which can be really good for people and good for us as well. So over to you, everyone. We are on the quiz section now. This quiz contains 5 questions. You will have 20 seconds for each question. You can't change your answers, one marked, and first winner will get the 50% course voucher. Okay. Thank you, Fiona. Thank you so much. We are posting the link right now. So the admin has posted the link, the quiz link. Kindly join the link real quick. So let's see who is going to be the winner, the lucky winner this time. Thank you, Kennedy. Yeah, we have posted the link here. So link has been posted. I hope you can see it. It's from, like, it has been posted multiple times in the chat. So kindly join the quiz real quick. Okay, so Annie is the winner. Let's wish congratulations, Annie. Just take the screenshot, Annie. So we will be requiring the screenshot of your winning screen. So please do share the screenshot of your, while you're contacting us for the 50%, free voucher. Okay. And thank you everyone for participating and big congratulations to Annie. Appreciate it. Guys, don't forget to collect your certificate of participation. We are going to post another link right now in the chat section, and you guys feel free. Are we going to post? Okay, yeah, we are posting it. So just fill this form. Whosoever wants to collect the certificate of participation of this bootcamp, kindly click on the link, fill the form real quick to collect certificate of participation. Let me repeat this for everyone. If you want to collect your certificate of participation on today's bootcamp, kindly fill the form link we have given in the chat so that we can issue the certificate by Thinkcloudly. It can be very helpful for you. If you have any question, we are on the last section. If you have any question, feel free to reach out to us directly. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending today's session. I hope every one of you has enjoyed the session, and thank you for your active participation. I really love all of you, the way you guys are connected with Think Loudly as a platform. The recording of this session will be available on Wednesday morning on our YouTube channel. The recording of today's session will be available on Wednesday morning, and we will be also circulating the video by Wednesday in all the groups, in your all the learning groups. And thank you everyone for joining. I really appreciate your time. Happy weekend. And thank you backend team who created the whole content and worked with us to run this session. I really appreciate everyone. Thank you. See you again, everyone. See you next, like in 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Switch from non-IT to IT today. Explore www.thinkcloudly.com.